Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the guy with the gray hat. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about WordPress and how to secure it. If you don't know what WordPress is, WordPress started off as a blog, and then you could download it onto your own servers and make your own blog, right? And now it's, you can say, advanced to a point where you can make beautiful websites on WordPress. So you can do it yourself, you can hire a web developer who would actually create those websites for you. Now the problem is that nobody cares about the security of WordPress. WordPress in itself is quite secure, but the problem is with the third-party plugins. You need to have other plugins that can secure your website rather than just putting on your website and then everything's good to go. In the years before now, like 20 years ago, when you set up a website and you would say it's a static website, right? So a static website meant that there would be no moving parts, right? It's a static text-based and picture-based website, nothing will move. So those were HTML documents that were placed there and everything was good to go. If someone would hack, they would most probably hack into the server itself, right? But now the technology has changed. So between the server and you, basically there's an other web application as well. So that web application handles all the incoming requests, all the fetching of data and all that. If you actually have a WordPress website, that means that you have a WordPress application running and there's a web server behind you, behind that web application, and you're on the other side, right? And it uses PHP. PHP is a server-side web application language, right? Which helps you do a lot of things on the server side to web. So if you're doing that and you're using that, then you need to secure your WordPress application. So the first plugin that I would install is WordFence. WordFence is a very good web application firewall. It's a free and pro version, but the free version is also quite adequate for any needs. It actually blocks SQL injection, XSS, a lot of attacks towards your website. It actually shows live traffic. It also shows you blocks and gives you a list of the IPs that were blocked, so that if you want to do other measures, if you want to report them and do other stuff, you can do that. The second thing is WP Hide. That's also a very good plugin. What it does is it hides your admin login page. So whenever there's a WordPress website, I know I'll close my eyes and I'll just say /WP admin and it will give me admin access. That's a default for WordPress, right? So everybody knows about that. You need to hide that. So you need to put it in a language that no one else knows, or you need to make it alphanumeric or whatever, however you want to do it. So these two plugins are the best. The third thing that I noticed many companies not doing is that they don't use Cloudflare or CloudFront. I personally use Cloudflare. What is Cloudflare? Cloudflare is basically a company which becomes a proxy or reverse proxy between your website and the rest of the internet. So what happens is that anybody accessing your website would actually go to Cloudflare, right? So within Cloudflare, you can actually block a lot of things. You log in, you create an account, you set it up. After that, if you guys want me to show you, I can actually create an account in front of you and actually show you how Cloudflare works. But this is out of scope of this video. So you can actually create that. So these three things are, you can say, a baseline for any security measure that you actually do. So personally, my website, my company's website, Dev0, it's basically a WordPress-based website. I have custom plugins created as well, apart from WordFence, but I do use WordFence, right? And it has thwarted many attacks. Of course, there can be a zero-day attack or anything else. And also, one more thing, the plugins that you install on your website should be minimal. If you don't need a plugin, delete it. Don't keep it, just delete it, right? You need to be wary of these kinds of things. So next time you're out there searching for a developer and you find a developer and he creates a beautiful website, you would know what to tell him and you would know how to secure the website more than that developer does, right? Okay, have fun, take care, peace.